Lost moments from Essential Atrocities. Little shit. Stupid, pointless little shit. Hate that burns, a fever in his cheeks, his belly, making him want to scream and puke fire, to hit it and hit it until there's nothing left of its stupid, grinning face. Its room is only across the landing, barely a few strides. All he needs to do is take a sharpened pencil, his pillow, stab out those blue eyes, press the pillow down until it grows quiet and still for the first time in its life. He's thought about it before, imagined it obsessively, again and again, when the little shit has stolen or broken his toys, scribbled in his books, torn his comics, when they've sided with it against him, calling him cruel and selfish and stupid for just defending what's his. They'll never hear, not find it until tomorrow when it's too late. His grandparents, deeply asleep, snores echoing through the thin walls, ragged and rasping. But they'll know. The minute they go to wake the little shit, call it down for breakfast, what he's done and why. They'll blame him, like always. The first they turn to, whenever the little shit grazes its knee or bruises its head, always the first they shriek and hiss at when plates are smashed or ornaments broken, as though he has any control over what it does. Today, a familiar ritual. Whenever they visit Nana and Grandad, a new toy to keep them occupied. He picked one of his favourites that he's wanted since first glimpsing it in one of Mum's catalogues. Arachnos from the Drivers of Delirium, a comic he's collected every issue of, stacks and stacks of them filling his bedroom shelves to near collapse at home. A fusion of man and spider, black-skinned, many-armed, a bulbous abdomen filled with tiny rubber spiderlings that can be birthed by squeezing the toy's midriff. The little shit has its own toy to play with and ruin. Sagacia, one of the restorers, enemies of the drivers. Broken almost the instant he gets it out of the package, like always, approaching him as he knew it would, trying to seem so innocent, though he knows what it wants. Can I have a go? No, you've got your own. But it's broke. That's your fault, not mine. Knowing that if he touches it, Arachnos will instantly fall apart. Mum watches, frowning. Oh, stop being so selfish. Just let him have 5 minutes with it. That's not the point, Mum. He breaks everything. I can't have anything without him ruining it. The woman sighs, wrenching the figure from his hands, placing it in the little shit's pudgy, awkward fingers. Now, you be careful, okay? That doesn't belong to you. The shit doesn't pay the slightest attention any more than it ever has. A dreadful certainty curdles in his belly the instant it gets up and waddles away, the evil look it throws him, the way it smiles. Arachnos' abdomen rips open barely 5 minutes later, the spiderlings scattered across the carpet. You little shit, he screams, bringing Mum and Nana running. What did I hear you just say? Look what he's done! The little shit hovers behind them, protected by them. How it will always be, he realizes, forever and ever. I don't care about that. What did I hear you just say? Look! Waggling the toy in front of her, trying to make her see. Don't throw that thing in my face. If I hear you swear at him like that again. He doesn't even cry as he turns and runs from the room, secluding himself upstairs, away from their hateful eyes, its evil grin. Sobbing prayers into his pillow, snarling them, not caring whether it's angels or demons that answer. He can't do it. They'll know. But maybe someone else? Something else? Rejecting the thought out of hand, knowing how stupid it is. How can he even ask? How can he make them listen? He's unable to sleep for it. The idea of Thorn burrowing deeper and deeper into his thoughts, growing septic, fevered. They won't come, not here, no matter how fervently he calls. The room proof against them, insulated against their intrusion by years of prayer and accrued ritual. No, if he wants their help, he'll have to go to them. An idiot notion, A baby's dream. Of course he can't go to them. They won't listen, even if he finds them. Most likely he'll be the one devoured, just like always, no matter what monsters he faces. The night won't leave him be, won't let him dream and wake to a new round of injustices. Lingering, hours dragging to an eternity, the moon rising outside his window, the barks of youths and drunks returning home from the pub up the road filtering through. He doesn't dare open his eyes for fear that his unspoken invitation has been answered, afraid of finding them, splayed across the walls, whispering beneath the bed, silhouetted against the curtains. Nothing. The room empty, cold, and quiet. Sitting up in bed, he dares them to descend on him, swinging his legs over the edge, its old-fashioned springs squealing, metal frame shifting as though about to fall apart. No hands reach from beneath, curling cold fingers around his ankles, no whispers from the shadows. Shuffling into his slippers and dressing gown, he creeps to the door. Something inside screams as he twists the knob, easing it open, peering out into the landing. A small space, light filtering through the net curtained window, hazy and chemical orange, his grandparents snoring in the room next door, a smell of dust and old potpourri. No sign of the ones he half hopes, half fears to find, no red smear-headed phantasm flickering before the window, no centipede thing unfurling from the airing cupboard, no twitching spider's legs creeping from around the corner, pouring out the wall, seeking him out. Creeping out, shivering, though not with cold, he remembers. Arachnos torn open, his mother's dull and hateful eyes, the little shit's smile. Maybe he'll have them do similar to the little shit as it has done to his toys. Twist its head off, bite off its fingers, gnaw its face into a shapeless, mangled mass. The airing cupboard, strange gurgles and clatters from inside. Just the boiler, they always insist, ever since the nightmares that gave birth to what nests inside. May be true, but not always. What they can't see or understand. Of course it's nothing but old pipes and boilers in the daytime. But after dark? He jerks away as he hears it move inside, the thing knowing, sensing him, happy he's come to feed himself to it. Holding fast, he ignores the urgency in his bladder, the pain that has him dancing from foot to foot in the scratchy, feet-itching carpet. Hey, are you in there? No answer, save more gurgles and hisses, bangs and clatters. Then, scratching against the peeling wooden door, nearly imperceptible, but not to him. He almost bolts, hurtling back through his bedroom door, scurrying under the covers, safe in the darkness behind his eyes, where they can never follow. Only the promise of days to come holds him fast, days without broken toys, without disruption, without being blamed for everything the little shit does. Days when they'll forget it ever existed, when everything will go back to how it was before it infested his life. I I have something for you. The scratching louder, accompanied by a low hiss that almost makes him pee his pajamas. He sees it behind his eyes, coiled, wet, and segmented, pale young clutched in a living ball between its many legs, its antennae waving in the steam-dank air. Another sound which makes him screw his eyes shut. Something on the ceiling above, its tread feather light, but not quite enough to disguise its presence. He feels it reach down, its legs disturbing the air around his ears, a light, feathery brush at the back of his neck. It somehow smiles, though it doesn't have a mouth or lips, delighted that the fly it has hunted for nights interminable has decided to surrender itself. "N- Not me, not me, take him. I'll give him to you." Soft footsteps in the carpet at his back, a chill breath making him shudder. Sighs, a voice filtering into his thoughts. "Suppose we'd rather have you." A whisper only, the voice of a dying woman, little breath left to waste. No. The scratches and chitters from within the airing cupboard grow more agitated, seeming almost like laughter. Closer, closer, the soft footsteps, the rustling skirts, the pawing legs from above. Look, I'll open the way. He opens his eyes, but keeps them firmly on the wall as he edges around, turning the corner to the little shit's room. You'll like him better anyway. He's younger, and he cries all the time. Feet follow, steps on the ceiling, the airing cupboard door clicking open. Reaching as gently as he can, he twists the old rattling doorknob, letting the door ease open. The little shit mutters and murmurs inside, lost in dreams of tomorrow's vandalism. Sighs of anticipation, the footsteps ceasing, the cold against his back enough to raise goose pimples. The brush of a frost-bitten, bloodless hand against his cheek, a gentle caress at his shoulder. Flying, he clamps silencing hands to his mouth, wrenching his eyes from the open airing cupboard door, refusing to see, catching only a glimpse of something shimmering inside, something moving. He stumbles, sprawling on his knees in the threadbare carpet of his little back room with its cold steel bed, its horrible, horrible paintings of wilting flowers, a little boy crying. Rising, he wheels around, slamming the door shut before they can reach through, drag him out into the sweating darkness. Tears come then, as he slumps against it, as whatever follows scratches and hisses and sighs outside. Pressing his palms flat to the wood, his forehead likewise, he sobs his most earnest, desperate prayer. Take him, take him. Laughter, a cruel girl, a cackling witch. Shadows skitter in the dim orange light filtering beneath the door. They can't get him, not here. I I don't have anything else, please. Oh, such sweet lies. You have everything, child. You have yourself. Weeping openly now, cursing himself for his stupidity. Just take him and go away. Muffled voices from the room next door, Grandad stirring in his sleep, cursing ripely as he shuffles out of bed. The scratches and whispers outside cease, as though their makers evaporate at the sound of his voice. The click of a light switch. What is it now? Need to bloody piss again? Only the third time tonight. It's them bleeding pills what the doctor gave you, I told you. Give over, will you? Go back to sleep. His grandfather's heavy, slumping footsteps drive him away from the door. Diving beneath the covers, drawing them tight, he screws his eyes shut, momentarily so lost in the illusion of dreaming he believes it. What the bloody hell is this? Hey, Edith, what's all this on the landing? A mumbled, slumbering response. Bugger you, then. The man mutters and murmurs, creaking and cracking all the way to the bathroom, pissing loudly with the door open. Not seeing, never seeing, the night things invisible to them. The toilet flushes, pipes gurgle. Here, Edith, that Joseph's door's wide open. Well, just shut it then, will you? All right, don't snap me head off, bloody hell. A door clicks shut, more slumping steps, the crick and crack of old joints, muttered protests. A weary body, dragging itself beneath covers, settling down to sleep. He smiles in the dark, truly smiles for the first time since the little shit was born, terror slowly sleeping from him as he drifts into dreams that already echo with the screams of tomorrow.